What's going on, guys? Evan the Xenoverse enthusiast bringing you another installment of my everything you need to know about Dragonball Xenoverse, and this time we're going to talk about the grind fest that this game ultimately becomes. I would describe this as the quote-unquote in-game of Dragonball Xenoverse, considering the online multiplayer at the time of this review is not very well supported. There are server problems coupled with the fact that the gameplay is very much equipment-based and things like that, which we covered in another section of the review. But this time we're going to talk about the Xenoverse Grind Fest, what that is, what that means to you, and what that looks like. Okay, so we're going to go to our parallel quests here. We have unlocked almost all of them, if not all of them. And let's just look at the drop tables on these. Alright. We're going to do basically an hour of grinding so you guys can see what that looks like. This commentary is going to focus exclusively on the grinding, so it's possible we might cut out at 30 minutes or something like that, depending on my patience and what it looks like. Okay. So, you'll see on the right you have a drop table, and those are all the things that can drop in a match. I'm going to use this one as our example to talk about the very thing. Small mix capsule, that is an item that can drop unlimited times. Your power is 5 scum. That's a quote from the game, It's a quote from the original anime or manga, I believe anime, and those can drop multiple times. Those are Z-Souls. There's a crap load of Z-Souls. It's just another equipment slot, kind of like a special perk or attribute that brings your whole character together. Battle suit, that's clothes, and you'll see double Sunday, unblinking barrage, and Kamehameha. Anyway. So those are all skills, Kai attacks basically, and when you play the mission you have a chance of those dropping. Normally to get those to drop you have to defeat the person who would use that attack. So I think in Saiyan Blood you take down Goku, and when you bring down Goku it has a chance of dropping. Okay. Same thing with Giant Storm. Giant Storm drops from Nappa, and you have a chance of defeating Nappa. Every time you beat Nappa, you have a chance of that dropping. So on and so forth. Vacation Defense, Vacation Elite, I don't have that one yet. I imagine that belongs to Nappa, probably. It's either Nappa or Raditz, I believe. Anyway, when you beat them, you have a chance of that dropping, and so on and so forth. And some of these skills, once you beat a certain number of parallel quests, you can buy them in the shop. Other ones you can never buy in the shop. Okay. So, we're going to use Super Saiyan Legend as my example because I need Super Vegeta. Super Vegeta is an alternative form of Super Saiyan which increases your Kai-based attacks, and since Ellie is a Kai skill spammer, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so before we can really talk about how frustrating grinding on this game can be, first we need to talk about win conditions. So, Super Saiyan Legend, you'll notice the conditions is defeat Frieza, befriend Vegeta and clear with him alive, and defeat Super Saiyan Vegeta. Okay, these are important, and you'll see these in the actual mission as we proceed forward. But looking at it objectively, defeating Frieza, you will do that every single time you play this mission. Defeating Super Saiyan Vegeta is actually a matter of RNG, random number generator. If you follow particular steps in this mission, which I'll demonstrate, there is a small chance Vegeta will turn Super Saiyan. There's a lot of myths that go around on the internet about things you can do to increase your odds of getting Vegeta to turn Super Saiyan and fighting you. None of these are true. Ultimately, this game is just a bunch of dice rolls for loot tables. Some of the loot table dice rolls feel so bad, it's like rare to ultra rare items in massive multiplayer online RPGs, such as the World of Warcraft is the easiest example to use. Now, to be clear, this game does not have the buy-in of an MMORPG because you will not have a huge community to play with if you are the average player. Anyway, so let's go ahead and demonstrate what I'm talking about here, and then we'll talk about it as we do it. Okay, so we'll also give you a quick walkthrough of how to do PQ16. Many players are playing Saiyan spammers to get through the PQ missions, including me, so let's just jump right into it. I'm not going to bring any allies because they actually can mess up your questing. It's just easier to go by yourself. Okay, so Super Saiyan Legend. The first stage of this quest is to kill all of Frieza's henchmen hanging out in front of us there. More will spawn as we kill. Of course, my character is maximum level, or near maximum level rather, and it makes these fights pretty much joke. No challenge whatsoever. Oops, they dodged it. No! Use Gallo gun, it's faster. Alright. Ow, ow, ow. Alright. Whoa, I'm getting mobbed. Alright. So, like I said, these guys really are no threat. There's no need to even really put any effort into this. Beat these guys down. Alright. So, that's the first set of Frieza minions that spawn. Now we get another set that spawns. Oh, that guy blocked. Throw him for fun. Alright. Basically, since my basic attack is poopy, it's just quicker for me to blast them with key attacks. Alright. Oh no, he hopped. He bunny hopped it. Alright. So more will spawn. Goupre will spawn down here. Alright. Cool. Alright, onward to kill more of these dudes. Like I said, I'm way too strong for this quest, but unfortunately I have to grind the skill here. So I actually don't have a choice but to do my best in this mission and just play it over and over and over. So it's not like I want to be deliberately overpowered in this mission, it's just that I'm so far into the game, but I never got this skill to drop when I played through it during a natural timeline. So now I'm just stuck playing a no-challenge grind fest over and over. This is actually more boring than raiding for gear in traditional massive multiplayer online games. Because, at least normally, there's some challenge in the raid and there's some thrill in that. There's no challenge in this. This is like watching paint dry in terms of difficulty. Alright, so in order to try to complete this quest and get Super Vegeta to drop, you have to complete all the conditions to get Vegeta to appear. So you want to fly into Frieza's ship once Frieza appears, and you want to grab Krillin. Krillin is as useless in the game as he is in the anime. Alright, cool. Gohan will refill your HP if you need it, which is super helpful if you're doing this at a logical point in the game progression, which I am not. Alright. Onward to Planet Namek. Alright, so now we're engaging Frieza's first form. So we want to just steer clear and let Krillin get beat down. Frieza's, of course, aggressing me right now. And you'll see a great example of the AI going on right now. Krillin is doing essentially nothing. He's hopping around trying to stay alive. I don't think he's done any damage to Frieza. Despite Krillin being right on top of her, Frieza actually continues to aggro me, because why not? Finally, she engages Krillin. This is like the John Madden of the most pointless match ever. Alright, so it's not that hard to not engage these enemies if you don't want to, particularly at this difficulty. I can actually walk backwards and fire Kai Blast like that indefinitely, and she'll never actually enter a fight with me. I'm just going to keep watching Krillin dance around accomplishing essentially nothing. He's not even a good meat show because he does nothing. However, I really wish that Frieza would bring him down, but right now Frieza's too busy chasing me around. Oh. Normally Krillin's AI doesn't do this well. He's actually teleport dodged a lot of attacks and sidestep a lot of her ki. Alright, there we go. Krillin's down. Alright. So now Goku will show up here in a minute. This happens automatically once Krillin goes down. Alright. So now we feel free to down Frieza's first form. Mind you, one problem with grinding this mission is I don't have the option to not watch all the dialogue over and over and over. I mean, I will admit, the first time I played this PQ, I enjoyed watching Goku go Super Saiyan. I got pretty souped up. I am a huge DBZ fan, so it's not like I'm a reviewer who... You know, I'm reviewing this with the understanding that it's a DBZ game, and I'm excited just to see some DBZ stuff. But Goku can only go Super Saiyan so many times in front of me before I don't care. Oh, Frieza's gonna use her ultimate. Woo! Whoa, they track! I actually really like that attack. Alright. Alright, so now Frieza's depleted all her HP and she's gonna change forms. However, we can't actually do anything until she changes forms. Alright, now Frieza until her final form, and of course there is a form after this, which is full powered. Alright, we'll go ahead and activate Super Saiyan so we can spam to our heart's content, because that's what Ellie's good for in this PvE environment. Whoa! Death balls! Obviously spamming these costs me nothing. Of course, Death Ball is a skill you have to grind as well. Grinding it's not much better. Alright. Of course, we're here to get Super Vegeta, which actually has nothing to do with Frieza. We just have to battle through the events to make it happen. Alright. So, Frieza's once again depleted all her HP. However, she won't do anything immediately. Oh god. She's Death Balling me! Ah, tracks forever! Alright. Oops. Whoa! Alright. Can't actually do anything to her right now. Can't do crap. Alright, so we're just going to throw her to pass time. Also prevents her from attacking because she's being thrown. You can pretty much chain throw her at this difficulty in the game. Her AI is not good enough that she just can't camp her guard. Alright, so she's freezes at full power now. I keep calling it a she. I think it's actually a he or a no gender. I am the legendary Super Saiyan! Alright, Vegeta shows up. Of course, Vegeta will only show up if you got Krillin from Frieza's ship and let Krillin go down. And let Krillin die to Frieza. All of which is no effort, it just takes time. Alright, so we're gonna spam Death Ball and bring Frieza down. Of course, we need to wait through all of Frieza's dialogue to advance this quest. Alright, so here's her last line before she goes down, which is where she taunts Goku about Krillin. Are you talking about Krillin? Don't you dare talk about Krillin.
Talking about Krillin? Don't you dare!
Yeah, like I said. Alright. All her dialogue is over. We can kill her, or at least KO her. Alright, and we had no chance of getting Super Vegeta there, because Vegeta never actually went Super Vegeta and attacked us. No Vegeta whatsoever. Alright, and that's a great example of how this game's grinding takes place for a lot of the more rare skills. Can't do anything because you can't do anything to influence Vegeta becoming a Super Saiyan. You just have to meet the conditions for Vegeta to become a Super Saiyan, and if he does become a Super Saiyan, then you have a shot at Super Vegeta. Alright, so let's do it again. Legendary Super Saiyan. Now, me actually keeping all these runs in this review / commentary is deliberate. I want players that are thinking about getting this game to understand exactly what they're getting themselves into in many instances. Because there isn't really a lot of late game or in game or really anything to this game except grinding. So this is the kind of grinding you can look forward to. Okay. Dude. They're no threat. They are, however, annoying me stupid. Oh, and they're double teaming me. I'm so endangered. Big bang. Old Faithful. Sweet. Alright, 2 down. Kai up again. Everything after the first group of henchmen has significantly worse AI / stats, so it gets easier. See, they go down to 1 Gala Gun. The first set of games would not have gone down to 1 Gala Gun unless you fully charged your Gala Gun. Alright, a pool. Oh man, he sidestepped it. What a player. We try to charge into it. That was a mistake. Let's go get some more ki so we can spam Gala Gun a little more. Alright, that should be enough charge. Alright, off towards Frieza's ship. When you do this run, it's better to stay in the front area until they spawn back here. If you start flying this way before they spawn over here, you'll actually have to backtrack to get all the minions anyway, because they'll spawn behind you. That's counterintuitive to what you want. Pull up the scouter. Okay, none are behind me. Perfect. Fly around and bring down Orlin. I'd like to throw this out there. I have done this run probably 10 times off camera trying to get Super Vegeta. So I've definitely already invested a substantial amount of time in trying to get this skill, and I still don't have it. Alright, so let's go into Frieza's spaceship. One thing to keep in mind as we do this little grind here for Super Vegeta is it's not the only skill that falls into that category. You see me using Death Ball a lot. Death Ball is the same way.
Hello, I'm Gohan.
Alright, cool. So, Death Ball is also the same kind of thing where you have to complete a mission with special requirements, and then there's a chance that a special event will occur. In the event the event occurs, Frieza is your final opponent. Frieza has a chance of dropping Death Ball. However, she often doesn't, as is the game. Of course, like any game with message boards, you will find players that scream about how they got these skills on their first try, but they are the exception to the rule. Anyone can get good rolls on something. But the average rolls are low. These drop chances are very low. Thus, it is all just luck. Come on, Frieza. Kill Krillin. Shoot Kai Blast at me, Frieza. They'll hit Krillin. Come on. Alright, got him. Alright, we got him. That's a good death ball. Now Goku gets to show up. We'll go Super Saiyan, etc., etc., etc. They're really fun.
You'll pay for this.
Got her.
Now I'm mad.
We've now reached Frieza's, the end of Frieza's first form. Let's throw her. She's using her ultimate and powering up, so she'll throw it during all the attacks still happen during those scenes. It's kind of lame, actually. Alright, go Super Saiyan so we can spam our Death Ball. Where is this power coming from? Mind you, I don't have the option to skip this dialogue, so don't even suggest it. She used her defensive skill. Oh, now she'll use Death Ball. Which tracks forever. Alright.
The anger you have made me suffer.
You might as well throw her to throw it. Keep throwing Frieza to get extra points at the end of the match. It'll help you rank up, although if you get the special event, in most instances you're going to get a Z rank. Spam some Kai on her just to give myself some space. Alright, here we go. Frieza now enters full power form, and just like the last time, Vegeta will show up here in a second. Oh, my Gallic gun missed. Just Gallic gun to push it back there a little bit, do a little damage. Alright, Vegeta's here. Bam. Spam some big bang attacks because I like them. Woo! Death Ball. I don't really want to get Death Balled, so I will. See, it tracks like 360. It's amazing. Such a good skill. Death Baller. Alright. Death Ball hit her. I'm going to keep doing that the whole commentary. I'm absolutely positive. Death Ball again? Takes off half of Goku's HP. Are you talking about Krillin? End of the dialogue incoming.
Are you talking about Krillin? Don't you dare!
Alright, end of the dialogue. Finish Frieza off. If I ever don't miss my Death Balls. Oh, no Vegeta. Woo! This is how we want to play a game, right?
Well,
Of course, the maximum rank you can get on something is Z. Right below that is A. I'll get A pretty much every time because I can't actually get Z unless Vegeta appears. It is a condition for the victory. Hercule's my mentor, so as I do these quests, I am ranking up Hercule. Woo! Let's see. Now, I guess I'm probably not grinding with maximum efficiency here, but if you really pushed, you wouldn't be necessarily gaining more than like a minute to a minute and a half of time. I'm not trying to set record times here. I have to be sustainable as I do this. Alright. So, we're about 20 minutes in, give or take, and we have yet to see Vegeta appear. Now, mind you, we actually cannot get the drop we're looking for unless Vegeta appears, like I've said before. So all the runs prior to this one had 0% chance of giving us what we wanted. I have to confess, I find it absolutely mad. He blocked. Got him. Big Bang is easily disrupted. Alright, got him. Start powering up as these guys spawn in. We'll need most, if not all, these bars to kill these guys anyway. Alright. Sometimes they stack up for you and you're good. Ow, 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 ow. It's best if you can walk on and fire as they approach. That's when their AI seems to be the worst for dodging. Person is able to block. This is high challenge, guys. Very skill intensive grinding. Very skill intensive. Now, some would argue that the game is harder if you play like a beatdown character as opposed to a key-based blaster. I agree, but that argument doesn't hold true here because grinding these guys out would be equally effortless whether you were 100 physical or 100 key. That's just how it is. Got him, whipped him. Can't actually see into the water. Portal's open, Frieza's on her way. This is definitely the kind of game where having Netflix open on your other monitor or having some sort of really solid OST playing would be helpful, to say the least. Oh, Frieza's coming! Ah. So, I think I've demonstrated the problem well enough, but we'll keep grinding just to prove a point. But it's really important that I reiterate in this review, this is not an isolated type of incident. There are many, many skills that if you wanted to have all the skills, some of which are very useful, and believe me, Super Vegeta is very useful, where you would have to go through this fun of these RNG-based quests. Farming the Dragon Balls is the same thing, it's all RNG, no skill required. Whoops. Maybe at the end of this I'll show you a quick Dragon Ball run. We'll probably cut this off right after we get 1 to 2 Super Vegetas. Alright, Krillin, go get beat down. Something he's good at delivering.
That was close. I thought it was done for.
There is Krillin. Look at Krillin defend himself. What a player.
This may kill you.
Oh man, Krillin's at like 1 HP. Sometimes they fight the CPU a little better if you're not locked on. But by no means is it a guarantee. Whoops! Oh crap. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. This should finish Krillin. Yep. Alright, rip Krillin. That damage.
How dare you! You'll pay for this! You'll pay for this! Curse you, Frieza!
Now I'm mad.
Now I'm mad!
What now? What is this?
Alright. This form's done. Now we just sit through a bunch of dialogue. While that happens, we might as well power up our key. Alright, we've done it.
This time, I'll make my move.
Alright, we are now the Super Saiyan. Spam more death balls. I know this is exciting for all of you as it is for me. Alright, 2 death balls. Now we're going to spam some throws to keep Frieza from attacking anybody. And it's just good to build up points, because 3 grapples will give you some points at the end.
The anger you have made me suffer through has unlocked the legendary warrior that
This is advanced AI, guys.
I am Goku.
If you were early in the game and you're having a hard time with Frieza, this would be a good way to do it. Unless you're like me and you just whiff your throw. But in general, that's a good way. Get away here. While I wait for Frieza to go full power. I'll build my key back up. And we're done. Alright.
This is me at full power. Just like you want.
Same thing as last time. 1 death ball. This gets Vegeta to show through. Wait through all his dialogue. Alright.
I am the legendary Super Saiyan!
Stubborn fool.
Now we need...
I'm going to
There, now she talks about Krillin. Perfect.
You're annoying
Little death ball here. Are you talking about Krillin?
Are you talking about Krillin? Don't you dare talk about Krillin!
She blocked it. Oh no. And once again, we have a no Vegeta. Mind you, we probably have a less than 5% chance even if Vegeta shows up. So we're now, what, 3 runs in, no Vegeta? And nothing I can do beyond what I am doing influences Vegeta's appearance. So, here we go. Woo. Back to doing Parallel Quest 16. The legendary Super Saiyan. Brilliant game design. RNG for RNG. It's just too bad that there's no way for me to give this justice in this video to demonstrate the other 15 or 20 times I've already done this. I mean, the internet's full of stories of people doing this quest like 100 times. It's just terrible. There's so many ways the developers could have done something about this, i.e. not put RNG on top of RNG. Or if the game had come to that, what about like a system where for every time you've done it, you increase your odds at the drop? Anything like that. This is, in my opinion, either just poor development choices or some asinine attempt at length, right? Like, we'll just make a bunch of grind, and that'll force players to play longer, and that'll add to the longevity of our game, and it's just brilliant. I don't know. It's really taken a lot away from this game. Like, had it not been for this facet of the game, I could have given this game, all things told, all factors of Dragon Ball Xenoverse considered, like at least a solid 7 out of 10 for like 7 out of 10 for DBZ. Come on, Raymond. Just... Sweet. Alright. Charge this one up for funsies. Alright. They're all dead. Alright, head towards Frieza's ship to do this all over again.
Let me show you the greatest fear the universe.
I think it's pretty funny we haven't even gotten Vegeta to show up once. Clearly the statistical likelihood of Vegeta even appearing is low. So, I would say, based on all the runs I've done, Vegeta's appearance rate has to be like 25% maybe, something like that. Maybe a little less. It's excellent design. Get a couple bars of Kai here, key. Go grab Krillin. Alright, we've got Krillin. I'm not even gonna bother with Gohan. Off to Planet Namek. Alright, so the usual. We gotta wait for Frieza to beat down Krillin. Go, Krillin, go. I've heard rumors that every now and again, like as people have run this hundreds of times trying to get Super Vegeta, Krillin has actually defeated Frieza's first form before, which I guess on a large enough sample size anything is possible. It just seems so unlikely. Alright. No one's ever put a video up of it, that's for sure. Oh no, the damage. Ugh. Come on. Got him. Alright. Finally, it's done. Death Ball Frieza for almost all of its HP.
How dare you! You'll pay for this!
I think Frieza just used
You'll pay for this!
ultimate.
Curse you, Frieza! Now I'm back!
We have fully reduced Frieza's HP, so now it's just a matter of standing around waiting for Frieza to transform. Use a couple Ki Blast for giggles. Get my throw in. Alright, so Frieza goes final form again.
I'll make my move.
We pop Super Saiyan, and we spam. I'm trying to imagine streaming this game like on Twitch, just having to sit through all these runs as you stream it. You have to like either not stream the grinding, or you just have to be on like chat with a bunch of funny people or tell jokes or something. You definitely have to create the content entirely on your own. This game would not be providing it. What?
The anger you have made me suffer through
What?
has unlocked the legendary warrior that lived deep inside my heart. I am Goku!
And I am a Super
And I am a
Saiyan.
Super Saiyan!
Damn it! Well then, I'll show you.
AI, really good on Frieza. Would recommend. Alright.
Here you go.
PQ16, 999 out of 10.
Just like
I fully intend to spam the YouTubes if I ever get the skill before I just outright quit this game. Alright, Vegeta's here.
I am the legendary.
We can finish the quest now.
Why do you have so much power? You stubborn.
Alright, now just wait through Frieza's
I'm
dialogue.
going to finish you.
No reason not to.
Just like I did your
Spam some moves in the meantime.
friend.
Keep Goku's HP. Oh god. Whoa.
You talking about Krillin?
It's still chasing me.
Talk about Krillin!
Oh, somebody's at my door. I'll be right back, guys. We'll pick this up in a minute. Alright. Let's go ahead and finish Frieza off at full power. There we go. Alright, guys, we finally get to see it.
God, this is for the Earth. I'll return the favor.
So we finally got the RNG event. Alright.
As a Saiyan,
So now it's just as simple as we gotta kill Vegeta.
you fight me.
We did it!
This is the end.
Alright, now let's see if it drops. Z rank?
You maybe
Nope.
a bit too hard there.
No item. Woo! Well, thank God we did that. Well, we have leveled up Hercule though. Alright, I'll do this real quick. Training mission. Break the monotony here.
Okay, this time I got someone stronger to face. He's pink, but he's strong.
This guy! Rid of Hercule?
Oh, yes, right. Let's train the person well together.
Okay, sure. Hercule's student is Blue student.
I love how Hercule has a tip.
All right then, are you ready? Now, please go ahead first.
Hercule? We're getting hungry.
But you just ate. Please just hold on a little longer, Boo.
I can't wait. We're going home to eat. Bye-bye, Hercule student. Let's play again.
Alright, well, we did it.
Oh, there goes Boo. Well, I suppose this is enough training for now. Be cool, stay in school. Eat your veggies and stuff, and you can be as strong as Boo if you eat healthy.
Alright.
You may be working a bit too hard there.
Rolling Hercule Punch! Alright. That was a fun little distraction. Alright. Cool. Let's go grind this for another 30 minutes so you guys can see my pain. And we can have another night of not getting Super Vegeta. Which will demonstrate my point that this game is an absolute grind fest. Alright.
You want to fight?
Look at him block. Son of a bitch. Oh, he came up behind me and threw me? What a player. Got him. Teleport guy. Got him. Alright. Now we're good to go. Let's go ahead and get some key up to do this run again. Woo! On to Frieza's ship. And, you know, part of this might just be one of those games like, do you believe you are a lucky person? Because I guess if you were lucky and you could roll some of these hard ones easily, it would be fine.
Lord Frieza!
This one right behind. Yeah, okay, thank God. He blocked! He's a Super Saiyan. Oh, good. He didn't spawn all the way back behind me. Just missed one. What? I'm not sure what just happened there. Alright. So, I got a little confuzzled there. Wasted a good bit of time on this run, but that's okay. That was pretty cool. Let's get back into it. Frieza shows up.
Let me show you the greatest fear the universe has ever
This might be a
known.
little quicker if my character wasn't key-based and actually had like good physical damage. I could see that being a little quicker, but I'm not sure. Alright. So let's grind up all our key. Alright, now we can go talk to Krillin.
Hey!
Alright. Whee! Go let Krillin get smacked around by Frieza for a little bit. Good start. Krillin getting absolutely pulverized right at the start. I like it a lot.
That was close.
Frieza, would you just like
done
death ball?
for.
You can't miss for him. Right here. This is the man you want. This is who you want right here. Well, that's cool. If you're an destructive disc. Several destructive discs. Frieza. The AI in this game still amazes me. Krillin is essentially doing nothing, and Frieza is essentially chasing me in a circle. Alright, we're good. How dare you!
How dare you! You'll pay for this!
Get my key up.
Pay for this!
Frieza.
Curse you, Frieza!
Ideally, you'd want to have
What? No!
better clips from Goku dealing damage, actually, not from me dealing damage. Sometimes when you deal damage to a character, you have a chance of getting equipment, but it's normally a much lower chance than if you just get the end of mission reward, if you will. Alright.
This time, I'll make my move. Effortlessly.
Final form Frieza. Woo.
This makes
So, if you're trying to get Frieza to drop something, one thing you can do is spam Death Ball in Super Saiyan form, and she goes to this invincibility state where you can just keep throwing and grinding up the damage, which would be a cool exploit to get unlocks, except for Frieza doesn't have any unlocks at one. Vegeta has them. Vegeta doesn't get that invincibility shield at any point during the match.
You have made me suffocate.
Jack Goku.
Unlock the legendary warrior that lived deep inside my
That
heart.
backhand got me.
I am Goku! And I am a Super Saiyan!
Damn it!
Every throw ever.
Well then, I'll show you my full power!
Here we go.
Here you go. This is me at full power. Just like you want it.
Now Vegeta shows up.
I won't let a single Saiyan.
I am the legendary
Saiyan!
Super Saiyan!
Why do you have so much power? You stubborn.
Whoops. A little bit of slow down there.
I'm going to finish you. just like I did your annoying little earthling friend.
What do you mean?
Are you talking about Krillin?
Talking about Krillin?
Don't you dare
Rip
talk about
Frieza.
Krillin!
Go!
No Vegeta this
You can
time.
do it!
Woo! No chance of getting anything useful.
Not bad.
I'll never forgive you, Scum Unlocked. Which used to be a good skill before they patched it. Used to be outright overpowered. Alright.
Greetings.
The Super Saiyan Legend. So yeah, I think that if you were committed to playing the hell out of this game and unlocking everything it has to offer, I think the best way to do it would be to not grind it like hardcore, would just be to do it in like 1 hour sittings each night, and then eventually you theoretically have everything on a long enough timeline. That's my approach anyway. I wanted to give a review though, because I wanted people to see exactly what they would be getting into if they purchased this game. Of course, this is just part of the review. There'll be many more segments to come. They're broken into parts because otherwise it would be a really long review. And the whole problem with saying this game has like a lot of frustrating RNG without providing the footage to back it up would be like frustrating RNG is a relatively well. It is a relative term. To some players this wouldn't be bad at all. To others this would be egregious and outrageous. To me, it's somewhere in the middle. I do think that the RNG unlocks on the skills, there should be some sort of way to expedite the unlocks. Either you buy them with Zinni, the in-game currency, or the higher your rank, the better your performance in the mission, the greater the odds. I think one thing that would be an interesting and probably actually a good decision would be every time you get a Z rank, you're guaranteed to get at least one drop. Not even the drop you want, but if you're guaranteed to get one drop, eventually you have pretty good odds of getting it, which would encourage like mastery of the time patrol quest, the parallel quests, as opposed to just like I said, outright whatevs. Give you some motivation to play these other than just prey to RNG-ness. Alright. Let's go in here. Let's go pick up Krillin. Let's restore my key. Let's go destroy Frieza after that. Oh. The power-up stance. Spread the legs as wide as possible. That's pretty good though, that's true to the form of the original series. Alright. It's too bad that this game became such a exercise of grind. Alright.
That was close. I thought it was Dartboar.
Oh, one of those 360'd around and hit me. Wow. Krillin, get wrecked. Come on. Switch throw damage to poor Krillin. Krillin, get wrecked.
This is the first time I have been made such
That's
an
true.
utter
You are getting
fool
schooled by
of.
Krillin.
Oh, how dare
Alright.
you! I won't let you worms get away! I'll end your life.
If that hits, he should be at no HP, and we can just wait through the cinematics.
How dare
Yep,
you.
alright. So this is the quickest ways to have all his HP lowered before Goku tries to transform.
Pay for this.
That way he transforms immediately, and we're just through all the dialogue.
Now I'm mad.
What? No! What is this? I thought Saiyans are returned into giant monkeys. What's going on?
Now we'll
Very
throw
well,
Frieza a little bit here.
Let me show you the way.
Ah!
This time, I'll make my move.
Now we go Super Saiyan. We enter the full purpose of this character. Oh man, Death Block actually missed. It's rare actually.
Why do you have so much power?
Throw Death Balls. Goku, are you like Hitting her at the worst times? Yes, the answer is yes, you are.
Where is this power coming from?
Dude, this is ridiculous. Goku is interfering with the whole operation.
You should know by now. I'm your worst nightmare.
There we
A
go.
Saiyan from Earth.
We have to wait through all that dialogue anyway, so
The anger
we've
you
got
have made
lots
me
of time to get through it.
Has unlocked the legendary warrior that lives deep inside my heart. I am Goku! And I am a Super Saiyan!
Perma throw Frieza here. You don't miss.
Well then, I'll show you my full power.
Ugh.
Here you go. This is me at full power, just like you wanted. I won't let a single Saiyan.
I am the legendary Super
Now just wait through all the dialogue.
Stubborn fool! I'm going to finish you, just like I did your annoying little Earthling friend.
You talking about Krillin?
Don't you dare talk about Krillin!
Rip Frieza.
Go!
No
You
Vegeta.
can do it!
All these rounds and Vegeta has still not appeared.
My bad.
And this is why this is a miserable grind. Because even if you get Vegeta to appear, the drop rate's still super low. Another option would be to make the drop rate on Super Vegeta to be extremely high, like 50% chance, say. That would make this a lot more tolerable. But that's not how it is. Whoops. Alright. The Saiyan Legends. "15 minutes to go. We'll have grinded this a whole hour and have nothing to show for it. Two bars, 3 bars. Once again, in other installments we will talk about the actual combat system and things like that, but the purpose of this video is just to demonstrate the true misery of the grind that you could very well be putting yourself through. Used a lot of key on that one because I missed a bunch of... They blocked through a bunch of attacks. Robbery. Rip. Fired a little too early. Charge right now and give these guys a chance to spawn up. Alright. Wee. Get in this guys. You pry as well. Alright. Borland. Let's go. I might perfect shot up for fun. It's so slow, but I like it so much. There we go. Alright. Frieza shows up.
Let me show you the greatest fear the universe has ever known.
Let me show you the greatest fear the universe has ever known. Charge up the key. Fully. Go let Krillin get wrecked, then we'll go wreck Frieza. It'll be a good time. Alright.
Hey,
Let's go, Krillin. Come on, buddy. For what little contribution you can give me. Kind of fitting that Krillin's #1 contribution in this game is basically to die. Because I think he gets more action in this quest than anywhere else in the game.
Close. I thought it was done for.
Frieza, please just kill Krillin. He's alive? That's kind of troll. Go, Krillin, go! Come on.
How dare you?
Alright, good.
You'll
Quick as
pay
possible.
for this.
Let's sit through some
You'll
dialogue.
Pay for this. Curse you, Frieza! Now I'm mad!
What? No! What is this? I can't see it, so return
Look
to
at
the
all those
giant
eclipses.
monkey. What's going on? Very well. If you want to die, let me show you the way.
Ah!
This time, I'll make my move. Effortlessly. Where is this power coming from?
Alright, rip Frieza.
Who are you?
You should know by now. I'm your worst nightmare. A Saiyan from Earth.
Goku, you're
I came here to beat
defensive skill.
you. The anger you have made me suffer through has unlocked the legendary warrior that lived deep inside my heart. I am Goku! And I am a Super Saiyan!
Damn it! Damn it! Well then, I'll show you my full power!
Alright.
Here you go. This is me at full power. Just like you wanted.
Do some damage and get Vegeta to show up.
I am the legendary Super Saiyan!
Stubborn fool! I'm going to finish you. Just like I did your annoying little earthling friend.
What do you mean?
Making you
You talking about Krillin? Don't you dare talk about Krillin!
Woo! Still no transformation for Vegeta. I'll never forgive you, scum.
Well done.
Alrighty. Oh, what a blast, right? I'd like to reiterate once again, this is only one of the many things you get the opportunity to grind in Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Pretty much all skill grinding works like this. On the upside, though, most of the skills aren't hidden behind sort of one of these rare RNG type events. Alright. So, the fact that I had this season pass for this game is pretty disappointing, because I imagine this will never stop being a thing. There's some other moves in the game that are even harder to get than this one. Same with some clothing pieces. There's a couple pieces of clothing you can't actually buy, you have to grind. And clothing's actually probably the absolute worst to unlock. Thankfully there's no achievements tied to clothing, so you could theoretically get the full achievements without ever having to grind those. Which is a godsend because the reason clothing's the worst is kind of like grinding on Dark Souls 2. You tend to get like multiple drops of the pieces you don't want. Like I've got Sandman's boots 3 times. Too bad I have his helmet 0 times. Like any game where you have to grind out different articles of clothing for different body parts that all drop from the same enemy, you wind up getting the same piece multiple times, because normally on the drop table they're all very similar, if not the same. And of course, getting one piece doesn't increase or decrease your odds of getting a different piece. I wish that this game, if nothing else, had the actual drop table and all these skills and abilities posted, so I could see exactly, like I could actually run the odds and tell you what your actual statistical odds are in getting these are. That was fun. Let the corpse fall into the blast. Alright, we'll do this one, then one more, and then we're done.
Greatest
That'll be my
fear in the
upload for the demonstration of
universe I know.
futility of Xenoverse grinding. Can't tell which is worse, this or Death Ball. Probably this. The reason this is worse is with Death Ball, it's the same premise, only
Hey,
Frieza... Basically, to get Death Ball on the PQ, there's a special event at the end of the mission where if you finish it with enough HP, there's a chance Frieza shows up to be like your final opponent. And that happens pretty frequently if you meet the requirements. This, on the other hand, is pretty rare in its entirety. Alright, Krillin, go get wrecked.
That was close. I thought I was done for.
Come on, free. There we go. Easy.
How dare you?
Why is she all the way over there?
You'll pay for this.
Why am I here? What?
You'll pay for this.
Alright, we're a little behind to that random spawn. This and then one more.
I'm back.
what now? What is this? I thought humans only turned into giant monkeys. What's going on? This is the first time I have been made such an utter fool
Alright, Frieza,
of.
come on.
How dare you? I won't let you worms get away! I'll end your lives slowly and in pain. Very well, if you want to die, let me show you the way.
Frieza down into the ocean. Alright.
Time,
On this phase, you
I'll
want to
be
DPS it as fast as possible.
effortlessly. Where is this power coming from?
Correct. Alright.
Who are you?
You should know by now. I'm your worst nightmare. A Saiyan from Earth.
Let's do this to push it away from me.
The anger you have made me suffer through has unlocked the legendary warrior that lived deep inside my heart. I am Goku,
Smack.
and I am a Super Saiyan!
Smack. Smack. Again and again.
Well then, I'll show you my full power. Here you go. This is me at full power, just like you wanted. I won't let a single
We're
Saiyan.
grinding some key. The worst would be running out of Super Saiyan form when Vegeta
I am the
shows up.
legendary Super
If he should.
Saiyan!
Because Vegeta can be challenging. He actually has a lot of damage.
Stubborn fool. I'm going to finish you, just like I did your annoying little Earthling friend.
What do you
Are
mean?
you talking about Krillin?
Talking about Krillin? Don't you dare talk
Alright.
about Krillin! Go!
Woo!
You
No
can
event.
do
Alright.
Not bad.
I'll do this one more time. Hopefully we'll get to see Super Vegeta one last time. Nothing else, just this is a little more exciting than not seeing him. The absolute worst.
Greetings.
Alrighty. Last run. Oh, next time in this farming supercut, I will demonstrate what it's like to farm Dragon Balls. And then we'll have a successful upload of the DBZ experience, the Xenoverse experience.
You wanna fight?
Rip. He guarded. He cheated. speed. Alright. Ow! No! Alright. Next level combat. Alright. I have been thrown.
Lord Frieza!
He goes down pretty unhappy. Let's get a couple key bars here. Get rid of Orlin. Alrighty.
Let me show you the greatest fear the universe has ever
The last
known.
one for this session. I'm pretty excited to turn it off. Like I said, I know this wasn't the most exciting gameplay commentary. I probably could have kept the energy level up, but part of it is just to display what it's really like to grind on this game. Like, this is the unedited reality of the situation of what it's like to grind RNG into RNG. It's like kind of like grinding a rare mob that you have to kind of have to zone in out of an area to see if it'll spawn. And even if it does spawn, having an extremely low chance of getting it. Just really shitty game design, frankly.
That was close. I thought I was done for.
Come on. Really, Frieza? You couldn't just finish the job on that one? Oh man, Krillin! Decked her. I am Super Vegeta!
How dare you?
Alright,
You'll
I think we're right
pay
on
for
time.
this. You'll
Yeah,
pay for
Vegeta,
this.
Goku will transform.
Curse you, Frieza!
I'm mad.
Now I'm mad!
What now? What is this?
I will perfect shot her for fun.
Turned into giant monkeys. What's going on? Very well. If you want to die, let me show you the way.
Alright.
This time, I'll make my move.
Effortlessly.
Where is this power coming
Alright, rip Frieza.
No. Who are you?
You should know by now. I'm your worst nightmare. A Saiyan from Earth. I came here to beat you. The anger you have made me suffer through has unlocked the legendary warrior that
And Goku just messed up my strain of combo there.
I am Goku! And I
Goku
am a
hadn't done that, I
Super
could have got like a 100 plus hit combo just by spamming Death Ball into Frieza.
Well then, I'll show you my full power.
Alrighty.
Here you go. This is me at full power, just like you wanted.
I am the legendary Super Saiyan!
You stubborn fool! I'm going to finish you, just like I did your annoying little earthling friend.
What do you mean? Are you talking about Krillin? Don't you dare talk about Krillin!
Nope, no Vegeta. 1 hour of runs, 1 appearance of Super Vegeta. What can I say, guys? Flawless game design. Alright, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. An installment of my Xenogears, I wish, of my Dragon Ball Xenoverse, The True Story. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see everyone next time.